I'm Jason Wydra. I am the principal organizer, architect of Soy Bomb. Soy Bomb is not a real venue. It is first a home to 5 people, 2 cats, 1 dog, and revolving door of various friends. And lots of things happen here that are community-based: punk rock shows, art events, film screenings, all kinds of manner of things. But first and foremost, it's a collective DIY space that is home to weirdos. How else am I gonna put it? I grew up, my dad's a carpenter. I grew up in the trades, but my whole young adult life was to get out of that and do something that was like creatively fulfilling. Sorry. Soy Bomb from the get-go had a very strong like social justice kind of bent to it, like a left-wing or anarchist kind of like propagandist sort of idealism. You know, like I've been a vegetarian since I was 19. I've always had a strong like kind of socialist leaning and an activist leaning. And that's something that was always kind of there in tidbits, especially in the roots of like skateboarding and punk rock in the late 80s, early 90s. And that disappeared, and it wasn't ever really strongly there. But in my mindset, because there was like some pros, like, you know, around the turn of the millennium, that like Jeff Rowley, Jamie Thomas. But these are guys that were vegan. They were vegan skateboarders, and they're the best skaters in the world too. And it was emboldening, you know. It made me think that like these ideas of like mixing social justice, you know, punk rock ethos and like skateboarding, which I love to death, it made sense to form a company with that kind of identity, because I saw that it was mostly absent in terms of the skateboard industry, you know. And I wasn't looking for any kind of financial success, but I saw that it was missing. I thought that the community needed that. So that's what I wanted to do, and I thought I could at least make it sustainable. Maybe one day be able to pay rent or something. The original vision for Soy Bomb 2 wasn't just like having a half pipe. It was also like having this like, you know, badass, like kind of modernist, austere kind of loft home, right? And that took years to finish because we built the half pipe year 1, and once the half pipe was built, not a damn thing got done for 3 years. It was just skateboarding every night. So we're always doing these like house party shows, and then more people were connecting with that, and more people were asking to use the space. So it was kind of this like weird off branch in the Soy Bomb evolution, you know, and actually got more connected with like a you know, a DIY hardcore, post-hardcore music community that I actually really connected with on like a personal, ethical, mental level that I never got from skateboarding. I was never going to get from skateboarding, unfortunately. And it just, that was like almost 10 years ago almost, and I haven't looked back in that sense. At the end of it, you know, whether it be like this music or this art or skateboarding or the people, I think that's actually probably the core thread that binds everything together, is a very honest approach to life and living. And it's a simple enough statement. Damn, does that get complicated when you try and, you know, connect with the world with that idea, because life isn't that simple. You know what I wish people would take away from Soy Bomb? Is that 10 years we've been doing this, having this DIY space, and people have the best time, and people always talk its praise and like, oh, you do so much for the community, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, why aren't you doing so much for the community? What I'd love people to take away from Soy Bomb is that this should happen everywhere, in every street corner in the city, like, and all over the world. You know, it just, it was hard, but nothing that's like awesome in life comes easy. And if it does come easy, then it's probably not awesome in your life, you know? So everyone should be making their own Soy Bomb. Everyone should be doing this, you know? Like, make something awesome happen.